We're going to start with our warm up. We're going to take a deep breath, inhale and exhale, soften the knees. Again, another breath to exhale and release through the shoulders. And then drawing the hands up to that heart center and then a little lower in front of that dantian. We're just going to breathe open and close with breath. Letting the elbows open and again, gently release so that the head, shoulders, neck are relaxed. And then moving this to the side body with the arm reaching across and then pulling back to center. You got it. And then we can take a breath right here at the center again. Pause, sit into your heels, drawing across the body, reaching from, again, that central energy as if holding a ball, which we know is one of our movements. Frequently, deep breath, inhale. Exhale, press across. And then just holding center. Let's take a moment to just play with that ball right at heart center. So there's no right, wrong, just a softness and connecting to your breath. Deep breath. And then now as we pull that ball across, let's step all our weight to that right side. And then we'll step and shift our weight to the left as we empty out of the right and draw that ball across. So this is our hold ball. We're adding a little bit of movement. And soft touch. Standing tall, stacking shoulders and hips above the heels. Well done. One more time. And then just coming to center, we're going to step side to side and again, draw breath and energy from that central space, but also the whole length of the body, the core. Perfect. There's really no way to be doing it wrong because I like to think of all movement as good movement. And practicing these warm-up movements really sets us up for the practice. The traveling from side to side, front to back. Speaking of that front to back, let's take our hands on our hips and we're just going to step and glide front to back. Sometimes I refer to it as a roll back or a glide. But practicing hands on the hips and leaving the shoulders over those hips. So I find bracing the shoulders to the hips, drawing in from the abdomen and firmly pressing that weight through the feet, working through the column. So being able to see right, left column, and then the trunk is that third column. We talk about flowing between to find stable and unstable. So let's shift forward and step forward, drawing the back foot forward and then that glide front to back. And let's hold on this side now, practicing that roll back. And we know when we repeat this movement, it turns into walking chi, and that's what we're going to do next. You only have to bend the knees to the degree that's comfortable to you. Awesome. Now stepping back, we're going to do that one more time from a stationary position, but this time drawing the hands up again for that pushing chi. Shoulders relaxed, elbows tapered at your side, a softness in the hands. And now that we've taken the hands away from the hips, and we have the benefit of this mirror to see that our shoulders are staying upright. I'm going to exaggerate for a moment and give you this profile view that we're not bending from the waist or folding from the hips. So as we push chi, one more time, let's step forward as we shift the load or flow, filling from the back foot to the front foot. And the same again, that pushing chi, the gentle flow and release. And you can see how easy it is sometimes to speed movements up. So we're going to try and slow it down just a little bit. Really connecting the breath to the speed of our movement. Excellent. The whole design of the warm-up is to get in our body and to release all that outward stress that is tempting to bring into our workouts. Let's find another side-to-side movement where we lift the hands and practicing balance, another principle found throughout the entire form, and that's balance. So as we tap, we're going to play with the idea of lifting that foot. I like the idea of tapping to find my center, and the weeble wobbles, catching myself. And again, not striving. So catching myself as in catching myself to not fall, making sure your space is free and clear of any obstructions. Doesn't take a lot of space, but to know in advance we're not potentially perfect. Yes, exactly. Isn't that wall convenient? Brilliant. To finish our warm up, everybody's favorite, deep breath, settle back into your heels, heaven and earth. So we're going to introduce a hinge of the hips as we reach into the heaven. We're going to exhale, opening the arms wide in a T. The gaze follows one of your hands. You pick. Exhale, hips to the back as the nose draws over the toes. We soften the knees and reach as if to scoop some earth. Yes. And powerfully draw that back into center. Exhale, drawing up. Gaze follows. Exhale, reach. Hips hinge, tummy tucks. And we scoop. And then drawing again back to heart center. And from that Dantian, exhale. Remembering Dantian is that central energy source, and I would even say force, like chi. As we fold, soften, and scoop. This again, the depth of that squat, if you will, is just to your preference, your ability. Holding the T, following the hand with the head, your gaze kind of follows the hands. And back, center, got it. One more time, deep breath, inhale. We should be good, centered, identified or done a system scan of the body. We aren't seeking perfection, rather a connection to ourselves and that practice of the form, the stable and unstable, the balance, all the benefits we talked about. Well done. I would love to start with a review of our brush knee So if we shift all our weight to the right and hang the arms to the right, brush knee, we bring the hands up to center as we step forward and press the hand over the knee as we push out. And then we kind of roll back that walking chi and bring the hands up to brush. Sorry, haven't stepped yet. You got to step before we can brush that knee and then push out. So that was a combination of our walking chi walking chi. I think we should start practicing the walking chi with actual traveling. So from center, deep breath, inhale, soften the knees. We're going to step left, walking for chi walking. Rolling back, picking that big toe up and turning it out. You got it. Then when we're loaded into the front, we can gently step forward to do the same on the other foot, turning that toe out and back. We're going to travel in our lanes, going left to right, so we can get some distance in this practice. So stepping left, pull back, turn left toe out, shift weight, reload, stepping, not overstriding, pulling back to shift, soften, load, step. Chi walking is the step, the pull back, the toe pulls back with you. And then when we reload the weight onto that front foot, that's it. And then we can step. Oh, one more time, one more step. Let's try it. Pull back. Good thing there are no arms. Now we can add arms with some of that and brush knee. So hands at the hips. We step and draw the hand forward, pressing over the knee with a block, and then a soft extension through the hands. We roll back, step right to brush knee right, and pull back to step, brushing and pressing. Pull back. One more time. One brush knee, one press. The hands. So we jumped right in, putting hands and feet together. Let's hold stationary and just use our hands from the hip. You're good. And brush, press. Hands to hips. Brush, press. Hips, roll back. And now it's interesting when you don't have the feet moving with. We lower to the hips, brush the knee and press. It's a rotation through that waistline. Brush knee, low block to press. And again. So these arms in the form, if you just roll right to left, kind of like that glide, there is a pattern or a weight shift. And sometimes when we're learning, we can get really hyper-focused on all the moving parts and breaking it down into just this flow. Awesome. So holding on the right, let's shift all our weight to the right. Hands at the side. We're going to draw the hands up. That indicates that shift of weight to brush over the left knee and press out right. Excellent. Pull back, hands to hip. Draw the hands up, weight, shift, step, brush knee right. Hands to hips. Oh, yes, the flow. Hands to hips, drawing up to step and weight shift, low block, brush knee left. One more time. Pull or roll back. Bring the hands up to step right. brush knee, right. Awesome, much better, right? When broken down to walking and then standing. We'll do it one more time. And then we have a new movement, very similar, already incorporating something you know. Hands to hips, hip, singular, weight to that right side. We're gonna bring the hands up and step left, brush knee left. Roll back, pull that toe back, brush knee right. Easy breathing, right to step left, brush knee left. That roll back to step right, brush knee right. One more time. In the practice, repetition and the daily practice is what will serve us best. High five. Well done. I love it. So what's exciting about this next one, it's a very similar weight shift in herringbone, but from hold the ball. And we did a couple of hold the ball. Let's do that again. Hold the ball right and left. Brilliant. And this is called part the wild horse's mane. And we quite literally start from hold the ball and we end with hold the ball. We do it 3 times. So let's stay on our right. And we are going to step out left. But then what happens is we draw up. And it's like we are parting the wild horse's mane. So we're just going to do the arm and that step out. So from hold the ball, you're going to draw your bottom hand up. And as you do that, the top hand comes down. Nice. And then back to hold the ball right. So we're just going to do part the wild horse's mane left. And then back to hold the ball right. So hold the ball, we kind of hitch ourselves over on that side body. And we step. That's it. And you'll see again, she walking. Nice. Now here's our transition. Let's hold the ball right, standing on the right. Weighted, yeah. And then we're going to step out left. And then we're going to hang out here. Remember the roll back of our chi walking? Roll back and hold the ball left. Step out with that left foot. And now look, we can step right and part the wild horse's mane right. So you're going to come up and part the wild horse's mane from on the left. So let's hold the ball left. Step out right. I found this particularly challenging because what transfers to the right is not as easily done often on one side of our body as the other. So stepping out. Yes, 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 yes. Your palm lifts from the bottom. Yes. And one more time from hold the ball left, step out right, part the wild horse's mane right. Now, pause. Let's go hold the ball right. So we kind of shift, and then we're going to transfer that weight to part the wild horse's mane left. Yes. And it really, in martial arts form, is, again, the low block and a strike to someone's neck, if you can imagine it. Here. The only reason that might help is to know that ending position, that low block from hold the ball left to right. Now, hold the ball right. Shift your weight to the right. We roll back. Now we're going to step and part the wild horse's mane. Yes, left. Now, let's go left one more time and actually move with this. So step right, part the wild horse's mane right. Your head or gaze follows this hand. We pull and roll back, hold the ball right, transfer weight right, part the wild horse's mane left. And then this is that block at our right hip. And then we roll back to the left and part the wild horse's mane right. I think we can squeeze one more in, pull back and step left, part the wild horse's mane left. Your left hand, palm is high and on the right is low. Awesome. That was fantastic. I'm a bit impressed. We're going to come a little more forward. So we have some different views on our practice. If we should, I can pop right here. We'll still be moving forward. You're perfect right where you are. And hold the ball right. We're going to travel in a lane. So most of the practice does have you moving. Hold the ball, step left to part the wild horse's mane. Roll back and press. Roll back, step, turn. It's a pattern of weight shifting right to left. Part the wild horse's mane right. Hold right. And part the wild horse's mane left. Yes, yes, yes. One palm back and the other up. Any thoughts?
Just getting my brain.
Oh, you're doing wonderful. Any questions?
No.
All right. Because everyone benefits when there's a question, right? Didn't we hear that somewhere in our grade school practice? All right. Can we give it one more pass from hold the ball right? We step left, part the wild horse's mane left. Roll back, hold the ball and step. Part the wild horse's mane. You got it. The best part, if you find, I'll have the track and then I'll lose it. So let's grab onto the hands one more time and just stay on this right side. So we'll stay on this right side and let's just do the hands on the right, come back to hold the ball. And we're just basically hitting rewind. You're holding the ball. Oh my gosh. Right on top, left, yep, below. Stepping left. And back to hold the ball. Part the wild horse's mane. Yes, much more flow. Standing tall in our legs, even though there's this softness, we want to find stability in that frame. From hold the ball, step left, part the wild horse's mane left. Top hand comes high, bottom, low. Awesome. Let's do that on the left. On the left side, standing on the left foot, hold the ball left. We step out right. Press out. You got it. And there's that shift, but we're going to stay on the left. Left side. And this is what I mean. Do you find your right more manageable than the left, Deb?
No.
No? Opposite. So this side is more dominant?
Left side.
Left side. So standing on the left, let's bring that left arm high and our ball. And just at any moment, could you pick that? Yes, right foot up. Perfect. We are going to step out, bring the bottom hand and part the wild horse's mane with the left. Yep. So this side is the more challenging one for you?
Apparently.
Yeah. Well, I was just doing it with my hand switch. So I 100% appreciate. And that's where, like water, we just let it roll, reset, get back in our body, but we do need the brain. Step out right and part the wild horse's mane right. Yes. So I guess that pulling of alternating the hands right to left and walking low striking high. Yes. Hold the ball. Yeah. Left hand high. Step right, part right. Oh, yes. Now, what if we tried putting that together? A couple more on this side. I think the side you'll want to spend your time practicing is the one that maybe lags, that brain body connection. We need both online, plugged in, and present. One more time. Yeah. And it does feel so good. Yes, when you get this flow and you're sending that from your center. We're going to move to the right and put those two together one more time before we cool down and let our brains steam, release some steam. Hold the ball right. You're going to step left, draw that left hand high and the right low. Yes. Now rolling back, hold the ball left, shift weight, step right, right hand comes high, left goes low. Yes. And roll to hold the ball. Step left, draw that left hand high and the right low. Rotate or roll back. Step two, right. Part the wild horse's mane. On the right, hold the ball right. So you pull back, you did it. And step one more time, part the wild horse's mane left. Yes, that's the picture. Oh, two moves. Back to back. They're similar in how they travel, but again, the hand is subtle enough to cast a little confusion. Let's cool down, deep breath. We're going to wave hands like clouds and press out to the side. We're going to bring the hands up, similar to heaven and earth, but we're just going to push both hands. We draw up. That reminds me to lift my rib cage. And this form of Tai Chi and how we're learning certainly has a fitness element to it, in the sense how we position our body is often an indication of how we will function or perform. One more time, deep breath, and wave hands like clouds. Got it. We've done a lot of hold the ball. Let's go right into heaven and earth. Gaze reaches and follows. Having appreciation for the practice, our ability to practice and move the body. Soft knees as you scoop the earth and draw it back into heart center, and then resets to low. Deep breath. Our gaze is going to follow a hand in the opposite direction. Opening your heart and head proud, hinge the hips, fold, and scoop. Deep breath, inhale. Being present to the moment, our breath. Sometimes I catch myself even closing my eyes, which certainly adds another element of balance challenge. Fold the hips, nose to toes, soften the knees, protect the back by keeping that abdomen drawn in. Lots of breath. There's no shame in hearing that sound to verify we're alive and well. Air in our lungs. Scoop to center. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale to press. One more round of right to left. If you feel anything in your back, make sure you hinge a little bit more, maybe not come as deep. And wherever you can extend, same with the shoulders, maybe not as high and a little more forward, folding. The gaze follows the hands as they come to center. Reach for the earth. Soften the knees and come through those legs to stand. Well done. Thank you for joining. Thank you for practicing. Again, that is where the growth occurs.